30 kilometers west of Seoul. It's one of the big events on the KLPGA Tour. $31.5 billion to be distributed throughout the course of 2022. This week, the total prize purse, $1.4 billion. Weather has been fair throughout the week. It's a nice cool 24 degrees Celsius today, and the winds coming out the opposite direction. It's a westerly breeze here on Saturday to start the weekend, but it does get swirly out at Bears Best. Hong Jung-min sleeping on the overnight lead for the second day in a row. These are your featured groups this afternoon. Yu Gi-na alongside Park Ji-young and the veteran multiple-time winner An Sun-ju. Park Min-ji has the company of her good friend Lee So-mi and unheralded Choi Ka-bin. Jaravi Bunchant flying the flag high for the ties this week in the company of Jun Yu-ri and last week's winner Kim Soo-ji. Choi Min-kyung will tee it up with the Rookie of the Year point sitter Lee Ye-won and winner of the Haiwan Resorts Championship Han Jin-seon. Hong Jung-min will have Lim Hee-jung and Yoo Hae-ran tail her around. These three just went off about 10 minutes before high noon here in Cheongna. 108 players teed it up at the start of the week looking for the fourth ever Hana Financial Group Championship trophy and the 270 million Korean won first place check. Hong Jung-min dropped a shot early on the second hole but recovered nicely to get back to 11 under par. Hee-jung's made a good move today. She's within one. Ye-won at 8 and, well, Park Min-ji making the move we expected her to. She's up at 8 under par. Hae-ran's just dropping back to 8 over par. 64 players, including an amateur, made the halfway cut that fell at the conclusion of play yesterday in the fading daylight at even par. And unfortunately, we did lose the two highest-ranked players in the field, world number 4 Min-ji Lee and world number 9 Kim Hyo-ju, both bowing out at the halfway stage. Patty Tavatanakit survived the cut with a pair of 71s. She's even par through a couple of holes today. Yu Gi-na, well, she's had a bit of a rough go of things. A couple of double bogeys see her back to 1 under par. There is the amateur Oh Soo-min enjoying herself. 1 under par through 9 holes, starting on the back 9. Lee Ga-young doesn't look like she's going to get across the line for her first ever tour title this week. She's 2-0 for her round. But Hong Jung-min, well, she's the lady everyone's been trying to catch all week long here in the city of Cheongna. Bears Best, designed by the great 18-time major champion Jack Nicklaus, a collection of 27 holes inspired by his favorite layouts from around the world. Fourth playing of the Hana Financial Group Championship. First won by Jang Hana in 2019, Anna Rin in 2020, and Song Ga-eun last year. What was it going to be this week? Well, Hong Jung-min's put herself in prime position. Leads by 1 with this for birdie at the par 4 8th. Well, it's looked a bit tentative through the first couple of holes here Saturday afternoon. She's already tasted victory this year, besting Lee Ye-won at the Doosan Match Play Championship some months ago. Now, Han Jin-seon. Third shot to the easiest hole through the first 2 rounds, the par 5 9th. Pin's tucked on the front right section of the green today. Jin-seon just coming off a drop shot at 8. And by no stretch of the imagination, her best into the 9th. It's the cut last week at Serenity Country Club. It does have a couple of top 10s leading up to that. Now, Hae-ran to bounce back from a bogey at 7. The only player in the first 2 pages of the leaderboard over par for this third round. And, ooh, we've seen that a lot this week at Bears Best. Very sharp edges of these cups. The ball's not going in with precise pace and accurate line. It's not going to drop. Ye-won, so much attention on her in this rookie season for the 19-year-old. Coming off a best stroke play finish of her season last week. Runner up to Kim Soo-ji at Serenity Country Club in Jungwon City. She'll have a look at birdie coming up at 8. This is a great chance for Lim Hee-jung to tie the lead. No, just running out of pace. The new record holder of the Korean Women's Open scoring record absolutely blitzed the field at Rainbow Hills en route to her second major championship back in May. Choi Min-kyung. Despite a bogey on her final hole yesterday, came home in 32 shots to play herself into contention, and that's a nice shot for Min-kyung. A chance to turn in just the 34 strokes to start Saturday afternoon for Choi. Now Park Min-ji, as expected, has been making a bit of a run. On Saturday, disappointing 73 to start, but the week's best of 65 yesterday for Min-ji. Not to be a birdie to start her back 9. But what's a KLPGA Tour leaderboard over the last 20 months without that name on the front page of the leaderboard? 10 times she's hoisted the cup at the end of play in the last 2 years. There's been some going from Park Min-ji. Now Jung-min to stay one ahead. Okay. Second season on the KLPGA Tour has been a profitable one so far. Just over 323 million Korean won in the bank for Jung-min. He runs second on the money list to Park Min-ji, but does lead the points race. The 20-year-old makes no mistakes from about 2.5 feet. So through 8 holes, Heyran 1 over par. 3 adrift of Hong Jung-min. The final 3 ball now make their way across to the easiest hole on this layout, the par 5-9. 505 meters, not really gettable in 2 even for the longest on the KLPGA Tour, but it does present a very generous target fairway-wise. Even if you tug it in the rough, this playing as a 3-shot hole, and you're still laying it up to a comfortable wedge distance. And it's a bulbous area where these ladies are going to be laying it up into, right about there. Pick your poison. What's your favorite number to come into this green with? It's a little bit of a kidney-shaped green, 2-tiered. A little split in the middle. The pin today cut on that front right corner. Got it by just a little grassy knoll. But really, with wedge in hand, you'd expect these ladies to have no more than 10 feet for a birdie. 7 on and 4 from the right is where the pins cut today. Good chance for us to have a look down the line at the leader's golf swing. Just get a little across the line at the top, but reroutes it beautifully. Matches everything up on the way down. My word, didn't she have complete control of her golf game yesterday afternoon. Had some chances slip on 17 and 18 to extend that lead, but it's a lead that she will happily take into the weekend nonetheless. Hee-jung, 6th place last week at the OK Savings Bank Seri Park Invitational, and in the hunt once again. Just so much to admire about not only that golf swing, but that golf game. Level head on her shoulders, and just 21 years of age. First look today at Jaravi Bunchant, one of the internationals in the field this week, playing on a sponsor's exemption. 1 under par 35 outward half. And a very fine shot into the par 4 10th, setting up a birdie look. The 21-year-old plays on the Epson Tour in America, the feeder tour to the LPGA. Yu Hei-ran. I think that golf swing looks very Steve Stricker-esque. Not much wrist break at the top of it. Very much a rotational move. And that too finds the short grass as the final group of the afternoon make their way off the 9th tee. We'll head up to the 9th green. Jinseon from mid-range. Pretty makeable up the hill, right to left and right in the middle for Han Jinseon, who turns in 1 under par 35, draws level with Lee A1 in a share of 3rd. Last week's winner, Kim Soo-ji. There or thereabouts. For the last 2 years in the KLPGA Tour, now a 3-time titleist. Just a fraction left there on 10. Not bad for Soo-ji. Be defending her major title at Blue Heron next week. They descend on the 5th and final major of the 2022 season, the Height Jinro Championship. Now, can Yewon follow Jinseon in? Similar line, slightly shorter. Ooh, that looked good. Just not quite enough for Lee A1. Still, apart from that blemish at the 8th, it's been steady going for the teenage Titan. Thought it was good right about there, but as I said earlier, if your putt's not going in the very center of the cup with proper speed, well, could have a comebacker. And still, plenty of golf to play this week. Choi Min Kyung. To that wonderful wedge shot in. 29-year-old enjoying her 11th season as a professional. Not going to be high enough for Min Kyung. Best finish of the year came at the Nicole Mona Park Ladies Open. 3rd place finish there for Choi Min Kyung. She finds herself in a share of 5th with 27 holes to go. Hee Jong has waited, I think, for the group ahead to clear. I really don't see her getting there. Even with 2 mighty blows, she could tee this one up again and still not get the front edge of the green. But it's a 3-wood. And, yeah, okay. Safely in the fairway. Then Hee Jong. Looks to be a little 40, 50-yard pitch left. And really, the better angle to be coming in from for your 3rd shot into 9 is somehow the left edge of the fairway. Just opens up that right pocket where the pin's cut slightly. Second on the rookie points race in 2021 to Song Ga-eun. Finished the year 18th on the money list. A brilliant first season for her on the KLPGA Tour. That's a little bit better, a bit closer to the green. Coming out of the left half of the fairway. Now, Soo-ji at 10. Watch the left fist here. If she likes it, there's going to be an early fist pump and a walk here. I could be walking early for a different reason. Never had the pace, Kim Soo-ji. He has turned into a very fine player over the last 18 months or so on the KLPGA Tour. Heyran burst onto the scene in 2020. This one looks like it's leaking a fraction. Ooh, that's a bit of a mistake. Only a hybrid in hand. And that one sitting down in the thick rough to the left-hand side of 9. Suppose the only consolation is that does open up the green significantly, but a bit of a miscue from Heyran, who's been out of sorts so far. Han Jin-seon has hit the turn. Just start with the par 4 10th. Through for that victory at I1 Resorts Ladies Open about 2 months ago. A boatload of confidence. 10 finishes at the KGE Daily Ladies Open. Also the KB Financial Group Star Championship just up the road at Blackstone in Incheon. So, delightful shot into 10 for Jaravi Bunchant. It's to move inside the top 3. Looking well out to the right here. Got to be committed to these lines. Oh, and she buries it in the middle. Beautiful from Bunchant. It's been a very workman-like performance from the Thai. What a story that would be. First Thai winner on the KLPGA Tour. Still, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So, Ye-won. Just 19 years of age. Won 3 times last year. In the feeder tours to the KLPGA Tour, twice in the Jump Tour, once on the Dream Tour. She knocked on the door plenty on the KLPGA Tour. That one, yep, the right-hand side. Suji to tidy up for a 4. Yep, no problems. Turns 26th in a couple of weeks' time. Currently 78th in the Rolex Women's World Rankings. Now back to 9 and Lim Hee-jeong. Just see what I mean with that angle. Coming out the right half of the fairway. Just shrinks the amount of room you have short of the hole to try to pitch this ball. Bunker's not going to be in play. That's well short of the green. Well, slightly above her feet, so very easy to catch this one fat. Got to be careful. Just pick that nicely. Get lots of spin. Ooh, too much spin, unfortunately. That's pretty well played from there for Lim Hee-jeong. That carries another yard or 2 more, and it could very well have just snuggled up to a tap-in range. Said at the end of play yesterday, even though she'll start the weekend 1 back, just on form and how good she's been, she's got to be the hot favorite. 36 holes to play. No disrespect to this young lady, of course. Hong Jung-min played some fabulous golf over the first 2 rounds. Took a big, slow swing at it. And it's worked beautifully. Interesting shot selection there. Just tried to sort of gear down the swing a bit. Look at that. It's almost a full shoulder turn. Really got under that ball. Ripped it up the grooves and creates a lot of spin. Beautifully played by Hong Jung-min. The lie's not great for Yoo Hae-ran here. The clumpy stuff. 2 options. Try to float one in high like Jung-min did, or just try to pitch this in the front edge of the green, let it trundle out. Go for that second option, but that's the difference. Coming out of the rough and coming out of the fairway, unable to get any kind of control on that golf ball. Hae-ran struggling on Saturday. Jin-seon been in the back left this afternoon on 10. Important to carry it to this upper level. Carry it on the upper level. It's bounced up to the upper level, and it's worked very nicely for Han Jin-seon. Playing a smile about in 2022 for Han Jin-seon. Let's jump up ahead to the par 4 11th. Seen a couple of options off the tee. A couple of 3-woods. Players like A1 and Jungmin electing to hit drivers, try and get it down that narrow section. But regardless, you just have to find the fairway. Super important. You see there with the pin just tucked over that bunker, 8 paces from the left edge. ENG to continue her ascent up this leaderboard. Just hangs the club face open slightly. Not bad. Certainly not what she was looking for. Beckons from ENG. Choi. Eyes okay in the first cut of rough.
Hi.
Gonna make it up over the crest, not quite, but that's good. Booming drive from Ye-Won, perfect position here, middle of the fairway. She's got to take advantage of tee shots like this. Terrific iron player. Cue. Bit unlucky, that one took a big first bounce, but 3 very nicely played shots. Into the par 4 10th for the penultimate group this afternoon. Well, Iran's only bogey came from a similar sort of spot on 7, just went through the green. And these sort of lies and on a downhill slope, playing this well outside the back foot, trying to stun this in the fringe and have it release out almost like a bump and run. Not terrible, but it's going to be a nervy little par saving putt to come for you. Big on Saturday, moving day. Unfortunately for Hayran, it's been movement in the wrong direction. Started in a share of 2nd with that lady, Lim Hee-jung. Now finds herself in a share of 6th. Hee-jung, though, has been resolute. Opened her day with a birdie at the 1st. Did drop a shot at 3, but bounced right back at the 4th with a birdie on the par 5. And now, sizing up this very inviting looking putt. Got about 10 feet, 10, 12 feet here for a right-handed golfer. And putts that move from right to left, they just feel a lot easier. They set up a lot easier than putts that break away from you. And you saw her just visualizing her line. Not too much break in this, if anything. I think your ball outside the right edge. Regardless, just needs to stay committed here. Keep that putter head accelerating. It's a good look to get to 11 under. Gave that a lot of borrow, too much borrow. But on the plus side, it was a good positive stroke. Give yourself a chance. Never up, never in, as the old golfing adage goes. Now Minji ahead at 11. Not easy this. It's going to have a little influence to her right off that shoulder. More pace. Still, clean scorecard today for Park. 2 shots picked up. Hayran, important putt. Outside left edge. Oh, that's just cruel. That's really just cruel for you, Hayran. And those are the unforced errors the chasers cannot afford to make. Trying to hunt down Hong Jung-min. 2 drop shots in a pedestrian outward half of 38 for the KLPGA Tour points leader. Lee So-mi looking to find a birdie here. Yes, ma'am. Nicely done. Still seeking a first win of 2022. So-mi, she's got 5 on the mantelpiece, but none this year. Takes a step closer to this lady with that birdie, but the lead could stretch. Jung-min for a birdie. Bit inside the hole. Oh my goodness, that's 2 violent lip outs on the same hole. This will be playing in the back of her mind, surely. I mean, it's a straightforward putt. The thing is, even if you hit that softer, it peels off to the left. So just a par for Hong Jung-min. Takes a one-shot cushion into the back nine Saturday. You thought I was kidding when I said it's tough to hold putts here at Bears Best if they're not going straight in the middle. Yeah. So outward half of 35 for Lim Hee-jong. Two players in double digits under par. Only have three. Left to righter for Lee A1 coming up at 10. Is that going to hold its line? Oh my word, you are kidding me. I mean, that looked like it was going in with perfect dying pace, and it just straightened up as it got to the cup. Bit unlucky. Fairway to start the inward half. Stroke play victory came on the jump tour back in 2020. Oh, Jeremy Bunchan well off the straight and narrow here at 11. Chopping one out of the wispy stuff, and okay, finds the greenside trap, but that is an unappetizing leave, to say the least, for the tie. Okay, run. Just wants to try to claw her way back into this championship. That's a good way to start. Choi Min Kyung with this right to lefter. So how much Jeremy Bunchan's putt broke. Hee-jong. 3 times. 2 times, I should say, in her rookie campaign. 2019. And twice last year. Of course, the big one, the Korean Women's Open at Rainbow Hills earlier on this year, outdueling defending champion Park Min-ji on a terrific Sunday to clinch her second major title. Han Jin-seon, very good second shot to leave her in this spot, but it's one of those putts again for a right-hander. You know, that ball's breaking away from you. Usually very hard to start it on line. Even for professionals, they'd much rather have a putt that moves sort of towards them. Nonetheless, this for birdie should be no more than a ball and a half outside the left lip. Yeah, that one catches a piece of the cup and drops in. Beautiful birdie for Han Jin-seon. Goes back to back and now joins Lim Hee-jong. Just one shot adrift of Hong Jung-min. Han Ji-hyun ahead at the easy par 4 13th to get inside the top 6. Well done. Another player quietly piecing together a very solid effort this Saturday afternoon at Bears Best. Well, Min-ji at the 12th. Recall the first bogey of the week came at this hole on Thursday. Right edge of the fairway for Park, 163 left, and she's giving this one a good hard look. Well, not terrible there. Short-sighted, but Pretty straightforward chip with a decent lie in the left rough. The A1 is looking to brush this one in to stay at 9. Yep. Okay. We had a fog delay. Pushed tea times back yesterday afternoon. But thankfully, no adverse weather conditions, although the umbrella is going to keep Lim Hee Jong nice and cool. It's a sticky summer's day here in Cheongna. I mentioned earlier at the top of the show, the wind blowing the opposite direction to where it was yesterday. So just going to keep the players on their toes on this inward stretch. 3 nines available for members and guests here at Des Best. The USA, Australasia, and Europe nines playing a composite layout of sorts, mostly featuring holes from the USA 9. Bits and bobs from the other 2. Come here earlier in the season. That was on the Europe and Australasia 9s for the Lotte Open. It's a familiar setting, but a slightly different routing for these players this week. Hee Jong. Really like this golf swing. Keeps her line so beautifully. Start this right half of the green, just trying to turn a little draw. Looks like she's tugged that just a touch. That's fine. No real bother there for Lim Hee Jong, and being that far left of the pin, it means that birdie putt shouldn't move too much now. Bunchan short-sided, got to land this on the downslope. Bit unlucky to get that hotter kick off the downslope, but well played from the tie. Chance to keep that card clean on Saturday. Come on, Heyran. No time like the present to make a move. Yeah, just hasn't quite been as sharp as usual, and she's going to give Lim Hee Jong a free line look. Just a little untidy from Yu Heyran. Yeah, Jongmin. Perfect spot here. Left half of the fairway. Ball slightly below her feet. And we have seen she does like to cut the ball. So she can take this just on the right edge of that bunker. At a natural shape. Try to feed it into this hole. Oh, it's beautiful. How spot on has the iron play of Hong Jung-min been throughout the course of this week so far. Time and time again giving herself great looks at birdie. Now Suji from the back half of the 11th. A bit of left to right in this. Moves uphill towards the hole, and well, for the second hole in a row, Suji coming up short. Seon.
플레이하겠습니다.
3
잠시만
birdies on the day.
멈춰주세요.
Playing some very tidy golf. She's going with the driver here on 11, so the fairway does pinch in a fraction. You want to be coming out of the fairway and get close to that tucked pin.
Okay.
And that one looks like it's just buried down into some of that deep rough on the left-hand side. Now Bunchan for a sandy save. turn? Is it going to turn? Oh, it grabs a piece and drops in a terrific up and down from a problematic tee shot to a tricky bunker shot. They're no match for Jaravi Bunchan. Suji, as she often does, sticks that flagstick back in. It feels like there's something to aim at. Visualize that ball just knocking into the middle of the stick and dropping in. Yep, just like that. Okay, good two-putt. So plenty of movement and shuffling on that front page of the leaderboard, but one thing hasn't changed. Hong Jung-min still holds the championship lead by 1. Han Jun-seon joins the party alongside Lim Hee-jong at 10 under par. Jaravi Bunchan and Lee Ye-won just a further shot back this Saturday afternoon at the Hana Financial Group Championship. So glad you could join us here at Bears Best. to left. Outside chance to find a birdie. Be a first of the day. He took a little wobble. You can see that bounce about 10 feet out. And purse of the lips, not really much to smile about for Hana on what has been a difficult afternoon. Here we'll look at what the players face coming into the par 4 11th. Big bunker guarding the pin position today. Han Jin-seon coming out of this tangly rough. We'll have to look to the back edge of the green where Suji was. Don't go messing about with that bunker, trying to hoik one up in the air. You can see that as high as that ball got, it still released a good 15 feet out. Not bad for Han Jin-seon. Well played. Now, Hee-jung. Similar line to Hana. Uphill right to left. Gave the hole a scare. Good effort for Lim Hee-jung. It's just going to be a par with Hong Jung-min. You see her marker bottom right of your screen. Like that to get too clear. Ye-won, not quite as bad of a lie as Jin-seon, but still has to exercise caution. Start on a much more aggressive line. Oh, and she's gonna get away with it. Flirting with disaster, but rewarded there for Lee Ye-won. Now Jung-min to double her advantage to 2. Similar to the putt she missed back at 9. No mistakes this time for Hong Jung-min, who opens up a 2-shot cushion over Han Jin-seon and Lim Hee-jung. Now Minji, just off the side of the green. It's makeable. You don't want to get too frisky with it. Oh my word. What happened there? Went right under it. All of a sudden, Park Min-ji, this 12th hole really has been her nemesis this week. Line 3 just off the edge of the green, and now in danger of dropping a shot. Can't afford to do that with Hong Jung-min and the leaders in the form they're in. Jin-seon to halve the deficit once again. Goes a little right. It needs to go. It needs to hurry. Well, can't be too disappointed with the 4 after missing the fairway. And a 4 is what she'll have. Park Min-ji take 2 on the 12th. Good effort. It's a real unforced error from the moneyless leader. So she's going to slip back outside the top 10 to share of 11th at 7 under. Jung-min staying aggressive, going with driver on this narrow par 4. She'll split the fairway. I mean, that's what you want to do, and you're swinging well, you're playing well. Don't protect, don't take your foot off the gas pedal. Gotta keep pressing forward. Ye-won, outside right edge putt to get to 10 under. Oh, it stayed outside the right edge. So a fortuitous break doesn't yield a birdie for Ye-won, who will stay in a share of 4th with Jaravi Bunchant. Jump, foot on the gas pedal. Also got the big stick. Just inching into the first cut of rough. Not terrible, still okay. Now, first look of the day at prolific winner on the Japanese tour, An Soo-ju. Well, gave it an early walk, but I don't think she meant to walk that one in. But it's a walk-in birdie nonetheless, taking her to 7 under par. 7 KLPGA Tour titles, 1 LPGA Tour title, and 28 times a winner across the EC on the Japanese tour. The 35-year-old still hanging with the best on the KLPGA Tour, but a birdie at 10 now doubles Jungmin's lead. The 20-year-old leads by 2. Bunchat now, right edge of the fairway at 12, trying to rope a draw in there. Ooh, that's good. That's very nice from Jaravi Bunchan. Not quite on that upper plateau, but she's given herself a look. The top 10 finishers on the Epson Tour this year for the tie. Up to the 11th, Meiran and Hong Jung-min finding the fairway. Hee Jung just sneaking through into the first cut of rough. I mean, Hong Jung-min turned pro in 2020, played the Dream Tour and the Jump Tour. Only played 4 Jump Tour events, won 3 in a row. Those still remain her only stroke play victories as the current match play champion on the KLPGA Tour. Jin Seon up at 12, demanding driving hole. Got to be up the right edge of the fairway to leave yourself a good angle to this back left pin. She's leaning like she might have pushed that a fraction. Ooh, well, she conjured up a beauty out of the rough on the previous hole. She'll have to do the same again here. So Jungmin set to play. Ball slightly above her feet, not a terrible thing. Just aim it in the gap between the 2 trees behind the green. Kind of at that smaller tree in the distance. And, don't need to fight the slope here. Let the slope work for you. If it turns over towards the pin, great. If it stays straight, take your chances from 25 feet. All she needed to do, didn't leak that out a touch, but, well, it's another green in regulation for Hong Jung-min. Ye-won, in desperate need of just a spark, you feel. Got off to that great start and then sort of been stuck in neutral since. That one looks like it's maybe just finished up in the first cut for Lee Ye-won, but if it's teed up, it's not going to be a problem. Sometimes you're almost better off being teed up in the first cut of rough than hitting the fairway. Just a bit more cushion under the ball. Now Minji not pleased after her drop shot at 12, but now plays the second easiest hole on the golf course, the short 13th. Oh my word, she is making a right meal of this back nine, Minji. I mean, did that even cross the penalty area? All you can do is smile sometimes, but my word. Now, Somi just about stayed in the first cut of rough. Off a bit of release here. Spot this about 10, 12 feet short. Let it trickle out. Got that to land very softly, but erring on the side of caution, understandably so, after watching her playing partner find the water. Now Hee-jong just about an inch into the first cut of rough, but the lie's okay. Still, don't want to be too aggressive with this. She's a phenomenal ball striker. Patience is the order of the day. Hang around Hong Jung-min. Give yourself a chance should the 20-year-old slip up. Just past the pin would be good here. And she delivers a real good shot, intelligent shot. Made sure she covered that bunker with ease. Jung-min, a lengthy birdie putt upcoming at the 11th. Now Min-ji. Well, have a look at this ball. Did it cross the penalty area? I mean, did it cross the margin? Oh, it looks like it. No, it looks like it just pitched underneath that yellow line. Well, we saw this on day one. It was a steady outward half of 34 for Min-ji, and then didn't make a birdie after that. Dropped 3 strokes on her inward 9. En route to a 73. 65 yesterday. Played her way back into it. But, I mean, even if she gets this up and down for bogey at 6 under, she's going to be 6 back and might need another 65 to have any prayer. So 4th shot now for Park. Took it straight at it. Gives herself a chance to limit the damage, Park Min-ji. Been an expensive side of the golf course. For Park. Now, Bunchant. Putting right along the fall line of this ridge. Speed control has been excellent, as we've seen so far on the back 9. Not easy to judge those putts from a different level. Now, Soli. All the struggles of Park Min-ji. He saw me an opportunity to move past her. Movement to the left in this one. Ooh, just peeled off. Did begin her year with a solid defense of her title on Jeju Island, then skipped across to Hawaii to tee it up in the LPGA Tour's Lotte Championship. Top 5 finish for her there. Out of that heavy rough at 12, Han Jin-seon. Get this to where Bunchant's ball was. That'd be good. Took a very big kick, and that's going to release into that massive bunker that sort of envelops the entire back portion of the green. Has problems for the chasing back. Now Min-ji to drop only 1. Ooh, that's a real gut punch for Park Min-ji. Had it to within 2 of the lead when we came on air. And now all of a sudden she's 7 shots behind. First double of the week comes at 12. 13 for Park. At 12, you want. Putting uphill slope, so it helps to launch it up into the stratosphere. Ooh, double cross maybe. It's a little left. Are faltering at this point in time. Easy, Jung-min. Nothing easy about this putt for the leader by 2. She's on the green, but putting from the front right portion, will have to come up and over the slope of the bunker, which will kick it to the right, and it will gather speed in the last third of this putt. So realistically, anything Snuggle up to about 2-3 feet, maybe even 4 feet. Should be fairly pleased with this. It's not one you want to go gunning at the hole because it's easy for that to go skating by. And with Lim Hee-jong in with a decent look at a 3, certainly don't want to afford closest pursuer an opportunity at a 2-shot swing. Just see the change in color of the grass there. It's sort of light green for the first 2/3, and just over that mound, that's going to start moving the ball to the right. It's all about pace, this. Valiant effort, brilliant putt, but job done for Hong Jung-min. That's looked very unflappable through the first 2.5 days. It's a big stage, the Hana Financial Group Championship. Han Jin-seon, not an easy bunker shot. A lot of sand to come over, not much green to work with. Only got about a yard of room where she needs to land this, where she'll have about a 4-footer. So anything inside of 6 feet would be excellent. Oh, and she's hit her spot beautifully. Go in, why don't you? Oh, that's shot of the day for Han Jin-seon. Certainly made that look a lot simpler than it was. It takes so much conviction to play that shot because you need to play it with speed to get that trajectory, to get that spin, and to hit your landing spot, which with pinpoint accuracy, that's a touch of class. You could drop a bucket of balls there, not hit one closer than that. Brilliant up and down. Keeps Han Jin-seon in a share of second. There, Hee-jong. The ball outside the right. Well, that's a bit unlucky. Good effort, a steady par. Ominous presence at the top of the board. Now Ye-won. We saw the same thing happen to Park Min-ji. Maybe that's just lying into the green a fraction. Just really slows down the speed of the club and catch that ball off the top. Comes out dead with no oomph at all. So like Park Min-ji, Lee Ye-won finding the 12th a little challenging. Steady 2-putt for Hong Jung-min. Hasn't put a foot wrong since her drop shot at 2. She leads by 2. Venture does the 14th hole for Park Min-ji. On 159. He's in the middle left today. Just carries the edge of the bunker. That's a little bit better. And the world number 14. Into her highest ever position on the official Women's World Golf Rankings. Choi Min-kyung with a straightforward tap in there. 42nd on the money list this season on the KLPGA Tour. Now Ye-won electing to putt this, and this is curious. I mean, she's got one of those Odyssey number 7, almost forklift looking putters, and they've got sort of 2 prongs at the back. I mean, that rough is only, what's that, 4 inches behind her ball. Easy to get it snagged coming back. She's a good chipper. She's got a good sort of 4 feet of hairy fringe to contend with. So this is a curious play, but she's got the flagstick out, so has her eye locked in. absolutely belts it. And look, that's the problem. You've got that fringe. You know you have to hit it hard to get it rolling through that with enough momentum to hold its line. And in the back of your mind, you're wondering whether the prongs on your putter are going to grab that rough grass going back. Well, now she's still not in for a bogey 5. Bizarre. Wunjant, good scoring opportunity here. Just a pitching wedge for the tie. Pin's cut close to that right edge, though. Got to be careful. Long and left. Okay. Really stuck to a game plan this week. We saw her take a couple of interesting choices off tees and with second shots. It's clearly working well. Currently in a tie for 4th with Lee A1. Seem to be in solo 4th, with the A1 going to drop at least 1 at the 12th. Back on the 12th tee is where we find the final threesome. Some surprises here. Jungmin out the driver on this long par 4. Haven't seen the players able to get too much run. It's been a bit soggy underfoot. Bears best. It's going to be rather heavy in the right rough for Hong Jung-min. First fairway she's missed since the par 5 4th. A1. Still not an easy putt, this. Just on the right edge. To drop 1. Okay, nicely hold for the A1. She'll slip back to where she began the weekend. 8 under par, 4 shots behind. Hee Jung sensing an opportunity with Jungmin in the rough. And that one will be coming out of the short grass for his second shot. So Hee Jung just waiting around. Suji looking to attack here. Always does with these clubs. Trademark abbreviated fall through generates so much spin. Keeps that underneath the hole. Superb from Suji. So Hong Jung-min's lead still 2. Jaravi Bunchant within 3, and the only player at 9 under par. Jihan Sol on quite the run. Birdies at 13, 14, and 15 take the 3-time KLPGA Tour winner up onto the first page of our leaderboard, trailing Jung-min by just 4. No surprises, going with less than driver at the 13th. Run through the fairway here, this penalty area. It's a premium on finding the fairway. Get lots of spin with that second shot. Nicely done from Han Jin-seon. Jung-min tested out of the tangly rough at 12. The right rough, certainly better than the left rough to this back left pin. Oh, what a shot. What a shot from your championship leader. That's excellent control from Hong Jung-min. Up on the top deck. Minji sliding down the leaderboard, could do with one of these to drop. Oh, and it does. Responding in true world-class fashion after that horrific stretch of holes on 12 and 13. A brilliant bounce back too at the par 3 14th. E-jump. See that pin just tucked on the left-hand side in front of that white truck. Don't get greedy here. Won't be too safe either. He absolutely hates that shot. Wipes it out to the right. And who would have thought that Hong Jung-min would have been inside Lim Hee-jung after where their tee shots ended up. Jaravi Bunchan played to the fat of the 13th green. As a result, this 25-foot downhill right to lefter for birdie. Dead weight with the pace again. Lovely from Bunchan. No birdie, but a cast iron 4 that will keep her at 9 under par. Alongside the hard-charging Jihan Sol, who's just picked up another birdie at 17 to get to 5 under on the day. I mentioned that putt. Here it is for Jihan Sol. Right to left curler at the 17th to get to 9 under. Brilliantly done. Opened with a 73, a 67 yesterday, which was the worst score in her group, which included Kim Soo-ji's 66 and Park Min-ji's 65. Hansel, well, another 67. Should she par the last, leaves her at 9 under, heading into the final round. First look at Jun Yu-ri today. Underneath the hole, trying to get to 8 under. Oh, buries that one. Lovely stuff from Yu-ri, the 24-year-old. Who had her best finish of the season not far from here at Blackstone Golf Club, 6th place at the KB Financial Group Star Championship just about a month ago. Great aerial view at the putt that Lim Hee-jung has, right to left, up the hill, straightens out. Yeah, decent with the pace. But a little tester for her 4. Well, there was a birdie from Jun Yu-ri. Was there going to be a birdie from Kim Soo-ji? Pretty straight putt. Watch that left. Watch that left hand. She knows it's going in. Up it comes. There it is. Lovely birdie. Kim Soo-ji now 3 under for the day and into the top 5. Jung-min for what would be an unlikely birdie at 12 after a slightly wayward tee shot. It's a bit of a tricky read, this one. I think this goes bit right to left at the start and then maybe even tries to go back the other way at the end. Okay. Touch tentative, but you can understand. It's not easy when you're putting over a mound so slow at the start, then as it gathers speed you get a little bit heavy-handed, and suddenly you face a 5-6 footer coming back. So it's another solid par. Will keep Hong Jung-min's advantage at 2. Junseon, how bold do you want to be with this right hole location at the 13th? Only 92 meters left. Straight at it. Lovely from Han Junseon. Park Ji-young. But there from Park. That'll be a nice birdie at the 15th for Park Ji-young, who's only bogeyed the 18th hole this week, Thursday and Friday. Perfect on the rest of the golf course. Now, Park Hyun-kyung had it to 3 under, but now dropped a shot back to 2. Second shot to the demanding 18th. Very nice shot. I often say this, not many better with a hybrid club in hand than Park Hyun-kyung. 1 over par for this 3rd round though. Still, the only player who hasn't missed a cut on the KLPGA Tour this season. Now Suji. Bend a 7-iron to this left hole location. Oh, and bend it. She does. Brilliant from Kim Suji. Tell you what, give her a par 3 with the pin on the left. She's licking her chops. Hee-jung to tidy up. Really straight putt this. Don't see her missing this one. Steady rock of the shoulders. And in it goes. Bunchant. She follow in Suji's lead to this back left hole. Looking at the 4 on the 14 in the distance. Came over that slightly. It's going to catch a piece of the green. It's going to do more than that. My goodness. Now that's a golf shot. You thought Suji's was good. Bunchant's even better. To the final hole in Kim Ji-hyun. 59 left. Bogey free today. Couple of birdies at 6 and 15, but sticky little spot to the right of the 18th green, up and down for a 70. Should be her 3rd straight 70 this week, should she manage that. Now Minji on the par 5 15th. Yeah, short of the creek, and oh no, splashes another one. Too many loose shots. It's going to be the difference for Park Min-ji this week. A1 on the 13th. Just a little left and righter for birdie. Looking to put 2 cups outside the left. Is it going to hold its line? Yes, it will. Yes, it will for Lee A1. Great recovery after dropping that shot at 12. Now makes it a trio of players at 9 under par. And for Han Jin-seon now. You think this putt? We've said this throughout the course of the week. It's one of those that, I mean, at first impression, it looks like it's maybe right edge, but your mind always wants to see a little bit more break than there is, particularly when the greens are this slippery. I think if he starts this outside right edge and half a ball right, it's not going to come back. Nonetheless, it was a brave second shot. Taking it straight at the stick. Goes to trim the lead to 1. Golden opportunity falls by the wayside at 13 for Han Jin-seon to make inroads. Back on the tee, it's a 3-wood, the tournament leader. Caddy signaling left. So Jaravi Bunchant in the hay, left of the cart path. Where's that finished? Oh, right by one of our fairway cameras by the looks of things. So a couple of loose swings off the tee from Hong Jung-min. He jumped. So with 3-wood. Didn't look particularly pleased with that. Will she get away with it? Certainly will. A little bit further back than she would have envisaged. Suji after that sparkling tee shot for back-to-back birdies. Oh yes. The left-hand fist bump working well for Kim Soo-ji. 4th birdie of the day. Joins the group at 10 under. So there's 3 players at 10. You feel Jaravi Bunchant all but assured of making it a quartet of chasers. Indeed she does. Never in doubt for Jaravi. Matches Suji's birdie with one of her own, and now 4 players within 2 shots of Hong Jung-min, who's off the straight and narrow at the 13th. And wow, Kim Ji-hyun, this is an awful lie on the 18th. That fires it into the bank. A brilliant bit of short game creativity from Ji-hyun. And that is going to be a putt for a 3rd straight 70. Struggles and adventures of Park Min-ji, now playing her 5th shot after heading into the penalty area with her 3rd at this 15th. It's become an expensive afternoon for Park. She's done well from there. But again, she's faced with a putt to limit damage. Already taken 1 double. I want to take 2 in the span of 3 holes. Back on the tee, Suji with the driver. It is possible to get it close to this flag on 14. See, E1 can do it with a 7 iron. Just a fraction left. Ooh dear. I wonder if that's rolled back into the bunker. Bit of a clunky contact perhaps for the 19-year-old A1. Bunchant. I remember yesterday Evening laced a drive and then laid up short of the creek with her second shot. In the warmer conditions today, ball should go a little bit further. Curious to see if she elects to challenge the penalty area with her second. Part one, done and dusted. She's been staying aggressive so far today. A lot more for her. Just coming out of that one a fraction. Going to be a long birdie look left for the 23-year-old. Yeah, Park Hyun Kyung, big left to right bender for a birdie at the closing hole. Keep on tracking. Yeah, good speed. And a round of 1 over par 73 for the two-time winner of the KLPGA Championship. Remarkably consistent season continues, but you know she just wants to get back in contention Sunday afternoon, perhaps next week at Blue Heron. Some par this would be for Kim Ji-hyun. A great up and down, Seve Ballestero-esque. A tidy 2 under par 70 for the third straight day leaves Kim Ji-hyun 6 under par with 1 round to go. Now Park Min-ji to drop only 1 here at 15. Still a lot of movement to the right. Not easy. And that's going to be a second double bogey in a 3-hole stretch. She's 4 over par for this back 9. And 2 over for the day. Ugly, ugly stuff from Park Min-ji, who is now, with the departure of Min-ji Lee and Kim Hyo-joo, the highest ranked player left in the field, the official women's World Golf Rankings. Hee-jong sitting up nicely in the first cut of rough, but we'll have to exercise caution here. Good sensible shot. Take the penalty area out of play. Try to leave yourself a decent look at birdie, which he's done. Jung Yoon-ji, another player making a bit of a run here. Daniel Budd at 17. We saw Jihan Sol hold this earlier on. Jung Yoon-ji, repeat performance. So she gets to 4 under for Saturday. Now inside the top 10. Jung Min. Not long left. Stunning shot. And the championship leader has not put a foot wrong today. Look at this. Flirted with the penalty area off the tee. She's just gone straight at it. Flag hunting. It's been a really assured performance this week from Hong Jung-min. Will it result in a second KLPGA Tour title of the season? Still, a lot of golf to play. She leads by 2 over 4 players deadlocked at 10 under par, including the Thai star invitee Jaravi Bunchant. to left downhill putt at 13. Gonna just run out of steam. She's been doing what she set out to do, just hanging tough with Hong Jong-min, but my word, is the 20-year-old putting the squeeze on the rest of the field. Now the 19-year-old in an awkward little spot on 14. Only about as good as she could do from that short-sided bunker. Putter's going to come under pressure once more for Yewon to save a par. Hong Jong-min to stretch the lead to 3. Inside left edge. Right in the jaws. What a 3 for Hong Jong-min. Extends her advantage at the top. Check in with the progress of Kim Soo-ji and Jaravi Bunchant, who are now on the 5-15th. Both of them took on that second shot, got it over the creek. Bunchant first to play for about 68 meters. Playing a very tidy shot. Little bit of spin, taking that away from the pin. But still within 8 feet. Good look to find a 4th birdie of the day. Hee-jung to stay at 10. Okay. Now the gap is 3. Long, slow putt for Han Jin-seon at the par 3 14th. That was looking a bit racy. Settle down, settle down. Oh dear. Rush of blood to the head there for Han Jin-seon. Now Soo-ji. She can put a lot of spin on these wedges, so surely has to throw this past the flag, try and draw it back. Took the spin off it. It's worked out beautifully. A bit of a role reversal from 14. These two really pulling each other along very nicely. At the 14th, Yewon cannot afford to miss these. She's not going to. Good sandy save will keep Yewon at 9 under, but now that means she's 4 shots adrift of the hard-charging Hong Jong-min. Yeah, Chi Han-so playing her final hole of the day. 4 under for her back 9, 5 under for her round. It's in Park Yun-kyung country. We'll have to throw that along the fringe of the green on that putt. Now, big one for Han Jin-seon. No. Oh dear, that's no gimme yet. Well, she was going along so well today, Jin-seon. That's going to be a drop shot for her. Now, An Ji-hyun at the par 5 17th. Shot, and it's a good one. Trying to work its way back off the slope. Not bad at all for An Ji-hyun. Birdie look on the way. And so, a lot of left to right in this. Get down into for a second straight round of 67. Easy ball, easy. Okay, not bad. Good for pace there. Ji Han-so. On her first 72-hole tournament of her career on Jeju Island, the Samdasu Masters, with the previous wins coming in 54-hole events. Now back to 14T and Hong Jong-min. We've seen her pretty much take dead aim with irons in hand. But there are perils here on 14 if you're not quite on point. bunker short left, ready to gobble up any ball. It's a 5-iron for Jung Min, which seems like plenty of clubs, so maybe looking just out to the right. Appealing fade, asking for that to get down. And yeah, get down it does. It's an intelligent shot, playing to the fat side of the green. But the way that she's been putting, it really wouldn't surprise me to see her can that one. Now Bunchant to get to 11 under par. Should be no more than a right lip putt here for the tie. Oh no. That one just came off the heel a little. So good chance. Slides by for Bunchant. He dropped. Just a little bit left of centre on this tee box. Perhaps thinking about her stop track draw. Just right at the flag, trying to turn back. Oh, excellent from Lim Hee-jung. That's what she needed to see. Brilliant tee shot from the 21-year-old. A chance to close the gap. Ji Han-sol for a 67. Good golfing from Ji Han-sol. Blemish-free round of 67, inward half of 32. And start the final round at 9 under par, but how far back is that going to be? Suji, this little tickler to get to 11 under par and break out of the tie for second. Oh, nicely holed. 3 birdies on the trot for Kim Soo-ji. Take her within 2, looking to go back-to-back this week at the Hana Financial Group Championship. An Ji-hyun, it's a huge week for her. She's coming off 2 straight miscuts. She's missed 7 of her last 8. She's had a top 10 since the Hobart Women's Open. That one grabs the left edge and drops in. Now goes into a share of 5th. It's a huge week for her. Currently 69th on the money list with just over 90 million Korean won earned. Remember, top 60 keep their playing rights for 2023, and it's a huge prize purse up for distribution this week. 1.5 billion Korean won. So a birdie from Suji moves her clear of Bunchant and Hee-jung. It's still Hong Jong-min holding steady at the top with a 2-shot cushion. Ji Han-sol, her work's done for the day after a second successive 67 leaves her in a share of 5th. well-placed tee shot at the par 3 14th. Leaves Hong Jong-min this to get to 14 under, unlikely as it may be. Just wanders off to the left, but no problems. Lim Hee-jung in pretty close. Birdie from Hee-jung would move her alongside Soo-ji. Within 2 again of Jung-min. Well, let's go up to the par 3 16th, where the likes of Kim Soo-ji and Jarofi Bunchan find themselves. It's a 165-meter par 3. Already had an ace this week on this par 3, leading to driving off with a brand new Mercedes motor vehicle. The pin today on this par 3, 15 from the front and just 6 from the right, sort of near the low point of the green. You see that heat map, the green canvas from back left to front right, red to blue. Soo-ji. Mentioned she likes pins on the left side of the greens. Not such a big fan of pins on the right. Not going to stop her from taking dead aim. Well, that popped up pretty quickly. It's going to work out very well. Keep on trucking Kim Soo-ji. Tell you what, when she's in one of these moods, she can really rattle off birdies. Remember her Saturday performance last week at Serenity Country Club. 10 birdies against a bogey. Of course, record round of 63. She went out in 34. 3 birdies in a row, 13, 14, 15 coming in here. And that looks like a 4th, all but locked up. Bunchan spending a bit of time over this. You see players step back and sort of realign, but Bunchan's just going to pull the trigger. So she's trying to work a high fade in there. Carries onto the front edge, but not exactly birdie hunting like her playing partner. Starting to separate themselves from the rest of the field slightly. Been a real cheerless day for Yoo Hae Ran. I think it's 6 under par, though. A chance for a birdie here at 14. Keep going, keep going. A first birdie of the day comes at 14 for Yoo Hae Ran. Now gets her back to 7 under par, still 2 over for her second round. She and Park Min-ji over par inside the top 30 on that leaderboard. Jin-seon. Oh no. Tried to get over the creek. I don't think that's carried. Oh my. Just coming off a 3-putt at 14, and if that splashed into the penalty area on 15, it could be back-to-back drop shots. Well, Hee-jung. Gotta have this, gotta take these opportunities to keep the pressure on Hong Jong-min. This should just be on the left edge. Well, she challenged the pin with that tee shot, and she's rewarded with a birdie too. First one since the 4th, and it takes Lim Hee-jung into a share of 2nd and 11 under par. Head up to the 515th and confirmation there. Jin-seon's second shot indeed, finding the little stream that splits this fairway in 2. So dropping and now playing 4. A lady who was making such good progress through the round. 3-putt at 14. Now needs to get up and down from here for a par at 15. Is that just a little left? Ooh, it's not going to go in the penalty area, but she's going to find that bunker, and it's rolled right up against the back lip. That's an unlucky break for Jin-seon, just compounding the error here on 15. And is that the end of her title charge. Still too early to say, obviously, we're just speculating. But you can't afford to make mistakes like that. Back on the tee with the honor, the Korean Women's Open champion, Lim Hee-jung. Pulls that one up the left-hand side. Curious to see if she wants to challenge that creek with her second. Still, she lays it up. She'll have a 7-8 iron in. Is the risk worth the reward? Further up ahead, took on the risk at Lee A1. So now a third shot, just a little soft wedge in. Gosh darn near slam dunk that one. Leaves herself 10 feet from just past pin high left. Choi Min Kyung. Just 1 under par today. This is that section of the golf course where she went on a run yesterday. Right at the end of play. Well, I think it's safe to say she quite enjoys this 15th hole. Lovely shot. A chance to get to 9 under par upcoming for Choi Min Kyung. Bunchan pacing this one off. In at the par 3 16th. 35 feet here, but it's a fairly flattish putt, just a gentle breaker to her right. Just goes downhill slightly, but really not too much to concern the players. She can give this one a good run if she so chooses. Once again, excellent speed control from Jadavi. A little 3-footer left for a par. But for Kim Soo-ji, really, I don't see this one doing too much break-wise. For 4 in a row. Junyu Ree's going to putt first, and well, much like Choi Min Kyung, it's been a ho-hum day for Junyu Ree. Still 1 under par. We'll get back to that a bit later on. Hong Jung-min. Watchful eyes of the crowds that have gathered to follow this final group, set to tee off on 15. Fairway after a couple of loose swings. Back to Yuri, a couple of moments ago, to get to 2 under on the day. Hold your line, hold your line. It just veered right at the end. Touch unlucky there for Yuri. She'll have to settle for a par. And, well, Han Jin-seon now. Is she looking out to the back of the green? Certainly looks that way, because if she takes a direct line, well, contact's going to be a problem right up against the back lip. So just try to splash this one out into the back edge of the green and take 2 putts from there. Really all she could do. And that bunker just angles so sharply towards the penalty area. While the balls run up against that back lip. And Suji for a 4th birdie in a row. Four in a row for Kim Soo-ji, making all the right moves on moving day. Trims the gap to just 1. Bogey putt for Han Jin-seon, but well, should be content with a 2 putt. Remember, 3 jabbed the previous green from about this range. Speed looks a lot better here. Speed's much better. Okay. I had to bite the bullet after a poor second shot and a poor fourth. She's going to go bogey double on 14 and 15. Still a little bit of tidying up to do for Jaravi Bunchant at the 16th. It's to keep her at 10 under par. I've seen it from this range. The best strategy to adopt. Just try to slam this into the back of the cup, take all the break out of it, but Bunchant likes to die her putts in. Yep, no mistakes. Good two putt for Jaravi. A1. Much needed birdie. It's going to be left. And she is getting left in the dust here. It's a 19-year-old. So Hee-jung just going to be laying this one up short of the penalty area, and that's the smart play. As close to the end of the fairway as possible. Ooh, that runs through the fairway. So a bit of a miscalculation there from Lim Hee-jung. Not going to have too much spin control on that. Up on the green, Choi Min Kyung. Just a right lip putt. Okay. Nice birdie for Min Kyung. And share of fifth with playing partner Lee Ae-won and Ji Han-sol, whose feet up in the clubhouse after a 67. No laying up for Hong Jung-min here, taking on the creek. If this is in the right rough, it's not going to be terrible. It's even better if it's right over there. Excellent layup for Hong Jung-min on 15. So a double bogey 7 is going to send Han Jin-seon crashing out of the top 10. Back at 7 under par. It was 10 under par about half an hour ago. That's how quickly things can change over at Bears Best. A bit clumsy from Hee-jung, just running through the fairway. It's a juicy lie in the rough, and you've seen when you're playing out of this kind of rough, easy for the longer blades of grass to tangle themselves around the hosel, just hood the club face slightly, and there's penalty area left, and that nasty bunker that Han Jin-seon just found. So really has to be sensible about this. Look out 30 feet right. Good smart shot. May not hold the green, but certainly better than being in that bunker for Lim Hee-jung. She'll have lots of options from there, what she wants to do. Plenty of green to play with. Good thinker around the golf course, and that's what you need to succeed in the game of golf. 17, longest par 5 on the golf course, back to its full length of 524 meters today. The lady on the charge, Kim Soo-ji. Jung-min, such an inviting hole location with only a little gap wedge in hand. Beautiful rhythm, good sounding contact, and another brilliant wedge shot. It's going to set Hong Jung-min up for a birdie putt. Jaravi Bunchant. Been some pretty good scoring in this group. Junyu Lee 1 under, Suji 3 under, Bunchant 3 under, Suji 6 under, beg your pardon, Bunchant 3 under. A case of momentum pulling the playing partners along. One hand off the club, but shouldn't be a problem for Jaravi. Not going to get home in 2. Will be laying up for her second shot, regardless of whether that found the fairway or skipped into the rough. Now at the 18th, Ji Hyun. Oh no. Oh no. Just caught that a little bit heavy. Tried to do too much with it perhaps, and well, that left for a par. Even if she drops a shot, that's going to be a 69. She'll be at 8 under at the moment. Hong Jong-min's lead, the slimmest of margins, courtesy of a 4 birdie-in-a-row run from Kim Soo-ji. Your top 4 all separated by a single stroke late on the back 9, Saturday afternoon at the Hana Financial Group Championship. Hee-jung going to play here. Got a bit of shaft lead in it, so a lower trajectory bump and run you feel is the shot. And ooh, dear, that got tangled up. Maybe just lying into the green a fraction. Blunchat. Got the heavy artillery out from a buried line, the right rough on 17. Slides through the wispy stuff nicely, and that's going to release onto the fairway. Hee-jong hasn't lost her turn yet. It's for par.
Oh, it's not going to drop, is it? No, it's not.
You can point your finger at the layup there with the second shot. I've said it countless times, the KLPGA Tour, and well, in golf in general. Even when you're laying up on par 5, still so important to hit the fairway. Hee-jong paying the price for a miscalculation with that second shot. So she now slips back to 10 under. Up ahead at 17, Suji. Also laying up. Punchy little hybrid. Getting that down the fairway. Can guarantee you she's going to look right at that flag. Trying to make it 5 in a row. But first, Hong Jung-min at 15. Stretch the lead once more. Beautifully done. This looks so good with the putter. Even the putts that miss have a chance. That one didn't. Hong Jung-min now gets to 14 under. Her advantage doubled once more. Well, Lie Won on 16. Long putt. Coming gently down the hill. Should be moving to her left. Come back. Yeah. Good pace. He hasn't been able to put any kind of charge together after that hot start. Pair of twos in the first 5 holes. An Ji-hyun for an unlikely par at 18. Oh, it wasn't a million miles away. It's going to be her only bogey of the day. And she'll sign for a 69. So leave her 8 under with just 18 holes to play. And the 18th hole is played as one of the hardest holes on the golf course all week long, and it will decide our champion this time tomorrow afternoon. 69, back up a 66 from yesterday. So Choi Min Kyung should be able to aim it at that ball marker. Is it going to snap? No, she's finished it just right at the ball marker. So just a little push there. But a steady par. 16 has not played easy. This par 3. She's not playing over par for the week. On this par 3 on the golf course. 4th hardest hole, in fact, 2nd hardest yesterday afternoon. Blunchat. And as we did for the first 2 days, we're playing preferred lies this week. Get the closely known areas. You can pick your ball up, clean it, spot it back. Nice piece of turf. 156 left for Jaravi here. It's just at the top of that little shelf. So with this club in hand, I think just land it before that slope and have it run up. Kill it in that slope, easy for that ball to trickle back down the false front. Actually, this one up really high. Try to carry it up that step. Is it going to make it? Ooh, just going to hang on. It's fine, Jaravi. It's fine. And Sunju, 35-year-old veteran, on the last out of very thick rough. You can almost play this like a bunker shot. Use the bounce of the club. Yeah, could have done with a little bit more. Making a very fine display this week. One under par. 2 under par, excuse me, for her round. 7 under for the championship. Suji, a little bit less club in hand than Jaravi Bunchan. Certainly a lot more speed at the bottom of her swing. She can carry it just to the top of the rise, allow for one big hop. She should be within 10 feet, you expect. Took off on a very good line. Oh, magical from Kim Soo-ji. Another laser at the flagstick. She's going to have that for 5 in a row. And the low round of the week, a 65 from Park Min-ji yesterday afternoon. Kim Soo-ji with a chance to get to 7 under with 1 to play. Back down at the 16th. Lee Jae-young driving away with a brand new Mercedes for her hole-in-one yesterday. Jung-min just trying to feather a 4-iron to this front right pin. Ooh, overcooks it. It's going to be a little tester. Park Ji-young on her nemesis hole. Bogey this hole on Thursday and Friday. And she's going to come up just a roll and a half short of a birdie on Saturday. But a nice steady round of 2 under par 70 for Park Ji-young. Finally pars 18. 7 under par with 1 round to play. Kim way back down on the tee. Absolutely critical to hit the fairway on the 17th. And she's up to the task. Now Ye-won. If she can find a birdie here, just hang on 18 for a par. 10 under par going into this final round. You feel it's still very much in with a shout. And a share of the lead at one stage early on in this 3rd round. A little bit late, perhaps stuck with the club face open. Okay, grabs a piece of the fairway. Now Hee-jung. Just got a soft bounce there. If that carried on to the front edge where Yoo-hae Ran's ball was, that could have released on another 8-10 feet. Now, par putt for An Sun-ju. 2 under par 70. Very nicely done. 28 times a winner in Japan, 7 times a winner South Korea. The 35-year-old sits here of 10th. Jung-min's lead is 2 over Soo-ji, who's got a birdie look to come. That's 17. Dong Jung-min just through the 16th green in a tricky little spot at the par 3. Bunchant and Hee-jung back at 10 under par, 4 shots back. Nice 68 from Jung Yoon-ji, going to move her onto the front page of the leaderboard in a share of 8th. Ji Han-sol with a second straight 67 to leave her in a share of 5th in the clubhouse. Bunjat with his left to right slider for birdie at 17 to get out of that share of third. And it's the first really poor putt we've seen her hit today, giving the slope way too much respect. Now she's got a very uncomfortable little slider left for par. Back in the fairway, Ye1 looking to lay this one up, leave it handy for her third. Okay, gets a nice kick out of the rough. A slight downhill lie for her third shot, but certainly better than coming out of the cabbage. Now Hong Jong-min doing this with a pretty straight face. I just want to bump this in the fringe, have it trundle out. Well, she's had all the answers so far this week, Hong Jong-min. Deft bit of touch from just through the 16th green. Should be good enough for a par 3 to keep her advantage. At the moment, that's 2. Kim Soo-ji with this on 17 to make it just 1. Still got some swing in this, so it has to get to the hole with some pace. Oh, 5 in a row for Kim Soo-ji. The birdie boots are on for last week's winner. Look at that. 5 birdies in a row. Now trims the lead to 1. Hee-jung grinding hard as the Korean Women's Open champion. Outside look for birdie at 16. Right to left. It straightens out at the hole. Yeah, not bad. But whoa. That's rolled on to an uncomfortable distance. Try. And so with a 3-wood, poke it down there. Indeed she does, with no incident. Now Bunjat, big par-saving putt coming up for the tie. Left edge, keep that head down, ensure solid contact. No. And she's been putting so well all day. That's a real shame for Jaravi Bunjat. A bogey at the worst possible time slips her to 9 under. Hee-jung, oh no. That's a drop shot for Hee-jung. Back-to-back bogeys. She too slips to 9 under. Well, at the moment, according to my scoring terminal, that means Jihan Seoul, if things ended right now, it'd be in the final group tomorrow. Unforced errors from Bunjat and Hee-jung. We'll drop them back to 9 under. Well, Choi Min-kyung could still affect the third and final player in that last group tomorrow. She's at 9 as well in a 5-way tie for third. 137 left to the 17th. The last real good birdie opportunity here at Bears Best. Start online, but it's just turning over. Okay, on the right level. Gonna get a little bit of help from the slope, but it's going to be a slippery one for Choi Min-kyung. Hong Jong-min to tidy up. Yeah, never a doubt there. 3 under on this back nine, 4 under since a drop shot at 2. A tenuous 1-shot lead over the hard-charging Kim Soo-ji, who's reached the demanding closing hole. Up the left half of the fairway if you can. But that's going to work out just fine for Soo-ji. Ye1. Started this one well out to the right, trying to hook it back into this whole location. And that's the price you pay for not getting your numbers right. Takes the false front back down to the front of the green. Now a tough putt from the lower ledge on this par 5. ENG at the closing hole, really not the back nine she was looking for, all the way back at 3 under par now. What a nice little chip from ENG there. Tap it in with the wedge, why don't you? 3 over par 75. Hence her bid at this year's Hana Financial Group Championship, inward half of 41. Ugly stuff from Park. At the penultimate hole, Hong Jung-min, leader by 1. So Kim Soo-ji off the back of 5 birdies in a row. It's just 7 under par for her third round. Moves within 1 shot of Hong Jung-min, who has been rock solid at the top of the leaderboard, has never relinquished the lead throughout the course of the day. 67, best round so far from Jihan Seoul this Saturday. Soon to be eclipsed by Kim Soo-ji, but good enough to leave her at 9 under par in a 5-way tie for third. slow first half of the putt. Then as it crests that hill, snaps hard right and starts to gather speed. Easy, easy. Yeah, nicely played from Ye-Won. Taking 2 putts from there. To play on Saturday for Ye-Won, who's just picked up 1 shot today. Now, at the last, Jaravi. Just then a high fade in here from 170 in between clubs, so gripping down on that 3-wood. Tough hole location on the right-hand side of this green. It started on line. Is it going to overwork? Ooh, it's well to the right and sitting down in some pretty gnarly rough. An easy up and down left for Bunchan. Choi-Min Kyung. Downhill left to right, slippery one to get to double digits under par and into solo third. She's got it. She's got it. A delightful birdie from Choi-Min Kyung now moves her to 10 under par for the first time this week. Within 4 of Hong Jung-min. Suji only sits in second. It's an awkward pin for her little draw. Trying to hold that club face open and cut one in there. Oh, had it on line, just a fraction short. And we've seen that bunker cause some problems for the players on Saturday. That one's rolled all the way back in for Suji, but my word, she took that shot on, didn't she? I said it. When she gets her scoring shoes on, she pretty much fires at everything, capable of making plenty of birdies, 7 of them today, in fact. Well, no, there it is. There's that ball just nestled up against the secondary cut of rough. So not an overly complicated chip shot left. Much depends on how close that is to the rough and whether she can make clean contact. Back at 17, tournament leader, laying this one up. Just cut one up, right half of the fairway. Yeah, well done from Jung-min. Suji. You can see that ball from where she is right now. She certainly knows where she is. Big leaderboard up to the right-hand side of this 18th green that will tell her she's only 1 behind Jung-min, who still has this 18th to play. Jaravi Bunchant, just off to the right. Pretty heavy line, the salad bar. I can see Jaravi getting this one close is she's going to land it into the rough or into the fringe and have it take the sting out. What's that line look like for Suji? If it's just rolled up a little bit into that secondary cut, it certainly makes it a lot easier than if it was just nestled up against the back of it. And it provides her more options. If it's against the collar, it's going to have to be a pretty steep angle of attack. Try and chop down in the back of the ball. There'll be a lot of grass between club face and ball, so it's going to have some release on it. She's landing on a slight downslope as well. But first, Jung-min. Very good with these shots over the first 3 days. Just a short iron wedge in hand. She's one of those players we touched on yesterday who doesn't really curve her ball too much, and if anything, it just sort of drifts with a little fade. Preferred shot shape of most professionals, especially with short irons in hand. 117 left for Jung-min. She's looking straight at the flagstick. Once again, imperative, make sure you're on that upper step. and she's done more than that. That's excellent from Hong Jung-min. Dialed in with the irons. A birdie opportunity awaits the championship leader. Have another look at this. Superb distance control. Never left the flagstick. A kick-in birdie left to get to 15 under par. Bunchan, a bit like An Sun-ju, can play this like a bunker shot. Just open up that club face, but she's looking low here, so she's trying to scuttle this one through the grass, through the rough. And she's made a very good fist of that. Pretty good from there for Jaravi, remaining for a par to avoid a bogey finish to what was otherwise a very solid Saturday afternoon. Now, Hee-jung. Taking dead aim as well. And ooh, not gonna, well, just on the upper level. It's just been a little bit loose from Hee-jung. Now Suji. It's got a good 15 feet of green to play with here. Just want to land this about a yard or two on, and the slope do the rest. Again, should come up with no spin here. Tumble this one forward. Excellent shot from Suji. It's going to be another bogey-free day. Take it in. Nope. Leave it in. Delightful up and down at the last. A productive day at the office. A bogey-free 65 matches the low round of the week. She sits at 13 under par, seeking a second straight title in 2022. Heyran last to play into 17, and a good shot there for Heyran, just sitting outside the top 10 at the moment. That'll be to get her into a share of 8th. 2 over par for this really poor Saturday showing. Back on the 18th tee, Choi Min Kyung. Quick pickup off the tee should indicate that that's found the fairway. Indeed it has. You just see there. Bit of drop and stop. No run out for these ladies this week. Soft golf course. Does yield pretty good scoring if you can find these fairways. Can attack some of these pins you normally have to shy away from. Now up at the green, Jaravi Bunchant. Pretty important putt. This should get her into the penultimate group tomorrow afternoon, seeking a first win of 2022, a first win as a professional. Pretty straight putt. Just got to commit to that line. A great up and down for Jaravi Bunchant. A round of 2 under par 70 that leaves her handily placed at 9 under par and a share of 4th here at the Hana Financial Group Championship. So Suji matching the low round of the week, 7 under par 65. She's done all she can on moving day. Leaps up the leaderboard into solo second. 3-shot cushion over Choi Min Kyung in third, who's playing the last. Hong Jung-min with a kick in to get to 15 under par back at the 17th. the day that Lim Hee-jung envisaged when she teed it up this morning. This afternoon, I should say. Got off to a good start with that birdie, but well, back-to-back bogeys at 15 and 16. Leaving her with a lot of catching up to do on Sunday. Ye-won out of the rough on the left-hand side of 18, ball below her feet, a long way back. Trying to carry this onto the front of the green, trying to use the slope to help her out. Is it going to take the right turn? Keep trying, keep trying. No, but she'll certainly settle for that. No way to go straight at the flagstick from where she was. Now, come on, Heyran, for a second birdie of the day. That kind of afternoon for the leader on the points list. Certainly has not played up to her best. Yoo Heyran. Choi Min Kyung out of the fairway, but still with that hanging line to contend with. She can just take it over the left half of the bunker. Just try and slot a fade into this back right pin position. She leaked that out to the right. Body language would indicate so. Oh, just not bad. Certainly worse places to miss this 18th green. And for Hong Jong-min, this to stretch the lead to 2 once again. Just don't see her missing this one. And she's not going to. A 5th birdie of Saturday stretches her advantage to 2 shots with just the 18th hole to play. Hong Jong-min looking to go wire to wire this week in Cheongna. Oh, brilliant playing from Kim Soo-ji. Has played the 25-year-old into the final group tomorrow. Choi Min Kyung just off the side of the 18th green. Jaravi Bunchamp signing for a 70 to leave her at 9 under, alongside Jihan Sol, who's recorded a second straight 67 to leave them in a share of 4th. Let's take you through the final hole here at Bears Best. This 363-meter par 4 18. Hitting the fairway on this demanding closing hole, absolutely pivotal. It is the 3rd hardest hole all week long, the 2nd hardest hole on day 1. We did have an eagle, that was Patty Tavatanakit's walk-off 2 to leave her with a 71 on day 1. Patty signing for a 3rd straight 71 to leave her at 3 under par for the week. It's a long, slender green that isn't the deepest, certainly where the pin is today. 20 on and 5 from the right, and that little tongue on the right-hand side. It's almost up on a little plateau. As you see the heat map, again, red being the high point, blue being the low point. Tough pin to get close to if you need a birdie to close off your round. I think all 3 players, or pretty much every player in this field, going to be happy with a par 4. Certainly if you're Hong Jong-min. Two over on the day, not her best stuff. Hee-jung, and he expected her to make a move. Just level par, and it's been the Hong Jong-min show throughout the course of the day, as it has been all week long. She leads by 2 over Kim Soo-ji. 1 hole left to play this afternoon for the 20-year-old match play champion. Looking for a first stroke play title on the KLPGA Tour. Did come runner-up at the OK Savings Bank last year to Kim Hyo-joo. Still remains her best Stroke play finish, but she's the pole sitter right now with 1 to play. Fairway found for Hong Jung-min. Couple of squirrely tee shots early on the back nine, but drivers back under control. Well, Iran would be supremely disappointed with her form this afternoon. Still 1 round to go. Anything can happen. Side by side with the tournament leader at the 18th fairway. Hee-jung not going to be thrilled with the way that she's played this 3rd round either. Just even par, giving up a couple of late shots. I think she'll be there or thereabouts on Sunday afternoon. Such is the quality of her golf game. All 3 players in the final group safely down the 18th fairway. They make their way up towards the spectacular clubhouse here at Bears Best. KLPGA Tour swings over to the final major championship of the season next week at the Height Jinro Championship at Blue Heron, where the lady who currently sits 2nd on the leaderboard will be keen to defend the crown that she earned last year. That was her 2nd win of 2021. She is chasing a 2nd win of 2022 and looking for the first time in her career to go back-to-back on the KLPGA Tour. Still 18 holes to play. 19 if you're Hong Jung-min. Choi Min-kyung just off the side of the green. Should she get that one up and down, it would be good enough to secure her position in the final threesome tomorrow afternoon. Should be an absolute corker. But as things stand right now, you feel it might be a bit of a 2-horse race between Hong Jung-min and Choi Min-kyung. Still a lot of talent chasing them, including this fine young player, Lee A1. Well, it looks like she's got a wedge out, and I think that's the correct play here, because you can just see from this camera angle the amount of slope and break that she's got to contend with. If she wanted to putt this, she'd almost have to putt it to where she was standing a couple of seconds ago, run it through the fringe, and that's always a risky play. It's not advisable for you to try this in your weekend games at your home club. Certainly not the superintendents watching, but they are trained professionals. Just gotta clip this one. Minimum divot, land it on the downslope, take all the slope out of play. Pick that cleanly, but it's just going to go trundling on. Not bad from there. To be done for a par to remain at 9 under. That'll be for a round of 71. Caddy just patching up the divot, always good to see. Douse a little bit of water on it. Good on you. Choi Min-kyung. It's a makeable chip, but it's not one you really want to have gunning at the hole. Coming uphill slightly. Ball sitting okay in that greenside rough. Well judged. Almost a flashy way to finish. Only 3 birdies recorded on this 18th hole this afternoon. Fewest of any hole on the golf course. Well, par at the last and a 3rd straight round in the 60s is going to leave Choi Min-kyung in the final group tomorrow at 10 under par. Han Jin-seon. Couple of pars since that double at 15.
Don't want to drop another one here at the 18th.
And she's not going to a gutsy way to finish. But was a very frustrating inward half for Han Jin-seon. 73 today, 7 under par through 3 rounds. Ye-won for a 71. Similar spot to Jaravi Bunjan and a similar result. A nice, well, you can call it a 2-putt for Lee Ye-won on the last. Leaves her at 9 under par alongside Bunchant. And a share of 4th. So, just 3 players left to complete their 3rd rounds here at the Hana Financial Group Championship. The 19-year-old Ye-won, done and dusted. At 9 under par with just 18 holes to play. Jung. Second shot on the way to 18 and well, on the right hand side it's near a drainage cover as well, so there would have been a lot of moisture there. It's going to be a tangly lie for Hee Jung. Not the easiest of up and downs remaining. It will be Hong Jung-min next to play. Now this pin could tempt her to try to hit her little sort of stock fade into that tiny right section. And if she takes this shot on, I mean, obviously a 3-shot lead, it's so much more comfortable than just a 2-shot advantage. But you see the flags in the distance just fluttering in the breeze. It's just into her face and off the left. Don't want to be short in that bunker. So just look at the middle of the green and try to work a little fade back. Oh, that's brilliant. Excellent shot from Hong Jung-min. Right what she needed to do. Middle of the green. 2 putts for a 2-shot lead. Oh, come on, Hee-ran. Finish with a flurry. This might be the perfect target. Hee-ran is capable of working it both ways. We've seen that in the past. Choose to dead aim, but she's looking out to the left. That's a sensible play, I suppose, when you're struggling with your golf game. Oh no, that's an awful spot to leave yourself. I mean, caught that a little bit heavy. You will have no stance in the bunker. Oh, an infuriating afternoon at the office for Yoo Hae-ran. But Hong Jung-min safely on the dance floor at the 18th hole with a 2-shot cushion over Kim Soo-ji, who posted the round of the day, matching the low score of the week, a 65, to leave her just 2 shots back, seeking a second win in as many weeks. bad to worse this afternoon for Hayran. Now in a really tricky spot here on the 18th. Halfway up the bunker on the right hand side, doesn't have a stance, standing outside of the trap on the tongue of the bunker, ball well below her feet, and she's well below the level of the green. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is probably a 9 right here for Hayran. Anywhere within 10 feet, and she's done well. So important to keep your spine angle here, control that low point of your golf swing. That was just a bridge too far for Hayran. I mean, just, it was almost an impossible golf shot. Caught that heavy, and you can understand why. Not a shot you practice too often, even as a professional golfer, and now that's buried. I suppose the consolation there is it's on the upslope, so she'll be able to get a bit of launch on that ball. Hee-jung, she's not going to wait about. Still not an easy up and down here. Thick rough, trying to land this just past the fringe. Played it beautifully. Seen that putt a couple of times. Well done from Lim Hee-jung. That'll be to sign for a 72 after opening up strongly with a 68 and a 67 on Thursday and Friday. Hayran. Again, just off that uphill lie, you just have to sort of drop the club onto the, just before the back of the ball. Should shoot up and trickle out to the hole. Not a difficult shot, this one. Oh, it is if you do that. So you just quit on it. That's what happens sometimes. Uphill bunker shots, you end up trying to peek at it early. Your spine tilts, you hang that club face open, you catch it fat, and it's just tough to watch for Hayran. It's a mammoth rake job coming up for the caddy here. Hayran's played 4 shots and still isn't on the green. Already isn't the quickest player on the KLPGA Tour at the best of times, and certainly not going to be hurried here. Spending some cash on this inward half, and this whole day really for Yu Hayran. I suppose the good news for her is Park Min-ji, her closest pursuer on the points list, the leader on the money list, has had a bit of a shocker herself with a 75, 2 doubles in 3 holes. So Hayran now 5th shot, similar to what she would have had to play for her 4th. Just try and stab this one down at the back of the ball, carry it past the fringe, and that slope will feed that ball on down to the hole. Finally on the dance floor after 5 shots. Yu Hayran, as it just hits 5 p.m. local time here in Cheongna. Expecting good-sized crowds out at Bears Best tomorrow afternoon. It's not a difficult course to walk, relatively even elevation-wise, certainly not as hard as the likes of Rainbow Hills or Sunning Point. Now, Jungmin to finish with a flash. Brilliant effort at a 2-putt par. Going to be good enough for Hong Jung-min to take a 2-shot advantage into the final round tomorrow afternoon. And for a first stroke play win, a 68. Despite dropping a shot early at the second, she's been in imperious form all week long. This is to be a second title of 2022. Not going to be a second win of the year for Yu Hayran. Is for an ugly double bogey 6. Now, thankfully, that one deposits itself in the bottom of the jar. A 76 for Yu Hayran. Comes crashing down the leaderboard all the way to 5 under par. Yeah, but for Lim Hee-jung, it's not out of the realm of possibility that she pieces together a Sunday chart. She'll certainly need her best if she wants to even threaten Hong Jung-min. This for par to start the final round, 6 shots behind. Mercifully deposits itself. 72 for Hee-jung, couple of late bogeys, leaving her out of the final group tomorrow afternoon. 9 under par through 3 days here at Bears Best. So that completes round 3 action here in Cheongna. Hong Jung-min marching her way into the clubhouse. 2-shot advantage. 18 holes between her and arguably the biggest win of her young career. Let's get to some highlights from moving day here at the Hana Financial Group Championship. And we'll kick things off on the second hole. Get used to seeing this a lot. Kim Soo-ji for birdie. Par at the first, just off the green at 2. And a sign of things to come for the winner last week in Jungwon. Lovely second shot into a difficult pin here at the third. She knew it early. Fist was raised. The putt dropped. Pair of early birdies for Soo-ji. Went out in 34. Jaravi Bunchan flying the flag high for the international contingent this week. Playing on a sponsor's invite. And canning one from long range at the 6 to open the ties account. She would go out in 1 under par 35. Hong Jung-min slept on the lead. Early drop shot at the second. Left her in a 3-way tie with Heyran and Ye-won, but a lovely iron shot into the 6, leading to a birdie 3 to move her 1 clear at the top once again. As we hit the back 9, Jaravi Bunchan, an absolute dart from 139 up onto the top shelf, nestled up to about 4 feet. And the 21-year-old from Bangkok would calmly roll that one in to get herself to 9 under. It was a case of deja vu. A couple of groups later, tournament leader Hong Jung-min, level par outward half of 36. Brilliant. To 4 feet, just underneath the hole. Let a putt of this distance slip away at 9. It wasn't to be at 10. And it went to get her into red figures for the first time on Saturday. Then at the second easiest hole on the golf course, the par 4 13th, Kim Soo-ji would start to make her move. That birdie took her to a share of 3rd. And then at 14, the par 3, said it all the time, par 3s with pins on the left of the green. Soo-ji just eats them for breakfast. A 7-9 that never left the stick. Make it 2 birdies in a row for the 25-year-old Kim Soo-ji. Jaravi Bunchan playing alongside Soo-ji. Took dead aim as well and bettered her playing partner with this stunner to set up the ties 3rd and final birdie of the afternoon. Flagstick in, ball goes in. Soo-ji back-to-back birdies. 1 under for the day. A hole behind. Hong Jung-min got lucky with the tee shot on this short par 4. There's nothing lucky about this. Pure mastery of her wedge work. Stuck that one in close to 6 feet. Just an inside left edge putt. That never left its target line. Pop that one in. Get to 13 under par. And at the 15th, Soo-ji was at it again. 63 meters, sawing off a wedge, trying to control the spin. Pulled the string on it to about 3 feet. Back at 15. Hong Jung-min knew that Suji was making a move ahead. She would show some class of her own. Took on that second shot, carried the stream that splits the fairway. A lovely wedge shot to there. And surprise, surprise, Hong Jung-min would pop another putt in for her fifth and final birdie. The fourth birdie of the day, excuse me. Hee-jung. There was problems. Missed the fairway with her layup, ultimately leading to a bogey 6. And at 17th, Suji. Perfect number for her. Absolutely laced one at the flagstick. That set up a fifth birdie in a row. A seventh for the day. Kim Soo-ji in the clubhouse, matching the low round of the week, a 65 to leave her 2 shots behind Hong Jung-min. Jaravi Bunchant, well, a 3-putt from out of nowhere would be expensive for the tie. Go on to par the last hole en route to a 70 to sit at 9 under par through 3 rounds. Choi Min Kyung will occupy the third and final spot in the final group tomorrow, courtesy of a pair of birdies on the par 5s in the back 9. That a lovely wedge shot into the par 5 15th. A putt calmly rolled in. The lady who sits 42nd on the money list would have one more in her. Downhill, slippery one to get to double digits under par. Absolutely pured it into the heart of the cup. Choi Min Kyung seeking a breakthrough win on the KLPGA Tour will start Sunday at 10 under. Hee-jung, well, after the bogey at 15, a 3-putt from 20 feet on the 16th hole. Inexplicably, the Korean Women's Open champion with a couple of mental errors en route to a 72. Suji just had a little bit of cleaning up to do on the 18th. Awkward spot, lucky to not roll back in the bunker. That close. Oh, brilliant bit of wedge work from Hong Jung-min. You thought Suji's was good? Well, this was even better. The 5th and 30 of her round of 68. And it's the 20-year-old Doosan match play champion, Hong Jung-min, who is going to take a 2-shot lead into the final round. Choi Min Kyung almost finished with a flurry. That her 3rd shot to 18. Will keep Suji and Jung-min company in the final 3-ball tomorrow. Well, there was a outside chance that it would be a 3-shot lead for Hong Jung-min. Long-range birdie putt, just missing its mark. But for the 3rd night in a row, that young lady will be sleeping on the lead, seeking what would be the biggest win of her career so far. That's the state of affairs through 3 rounds at this year's Hana Financial Group Championship. Jung-min up by 2 over Suji and 5 over Choi Min Kyung. It's been a thrilling day here at Bears Best. Moving day, certainly living up to its name. We do hope you'll join us for the final round tomorrow afternoon, where we will crown the 4th ever Hana Financial Group champion. But until then, enjoy your evening. This is Timothy Lowe saying ta-ta for now and see you tomorrow.
지난주 우승했어요.
네.
축하 많이 받았죠.
네, 너무 많이 받았어요.
어때요? 이렇게 끝나고 딱 축하받는 기분을 처음엔 몰랐을 거 아니에요. 우승하고 난 다음에.
맞아요. 네. 밤에 잠도 못 잤고요. 하늘이 나는 것 같아요.
어떻게 보면은 이제 시즌 막바지로 갈수록 이제 우승 경쟁도 치열하지만 뭐 상금왕 대상 경쟁도 굉장히 심한데 지금 김수지 프로도 지금 아직 몰라요?
네.
어때요?
근데 생각보다 뭐 대상 포인트나 뭐 상금 랭킹이나 되게 좋은 위치에 있어가지고 욕심이 나는데요. 또 아직 큰 대회가 많이 남아서 잘 마무리하면은 더 좋지 않을까 생각해요.
이번 때에도 뭐 좋은 성적 거두지만 이제 그 3주 레이스 그 아테네시아 대회에서도 15억짜리
네.
그러니까 좀 큰 대회에서 좀 잘해야겠다는 욕심이 드는데 어때요?
네.
그런 대회가 생기니까 본인의 입장에서는 어떤 것 같아요?
아, 네. 선수들이야 너무 좋죠. 왜냐하면 컷 탈락도 없고 3일 동안 그냥 굉장히 큰 상금으로 대회를 치르는데 상당히 기대가 많이 되고 또 그 평창이 굉장히 시원하고 해서 또 기대가 많이 되는 것 같아요.
어쨌든 가을에 다치니까
네. 그래서 겨울이 오기 전에 잘 쉬어야 돼서.
본인이 생각하는 대상 포인트 아직도 좀 남았잖아요.
네.
어떨 것 같아요? 저 본인이 생각하는 이 순위를 한번 본인이 매겨본다면
아, 대상 포인트요?
아니 그러니까 대회 때
대회 때요? 이번 대회
이번
때?
대회도 그렇고 그
아.
남은 대회도
뭐 이번 대회도 굉장히 상금이 크고 중요한 대회인데 또 다음 주에 열리는 대회도 또 디펜딩 챔피언 디펜드할 기회가 있어서 기대도 많이 되고 또 그 다음 주에는 스폰서 대회가 있어서 사실은 그게 가장 중요하고요. 네, 그래서 또 네, 준비 많이 해야 될 것 같아요.
자 이제 알펜시아 한 번도 안 쳐봤죠?
저 한 번 갔다 왔어요.
언제?
중간에 쉴 때 7월 달에 갔다 왔어요.
그래요. 가보니까 어때요?
코스 어려워요. 길고요. 또 그때쯤 되면 바람도 많이 불 것 같고 어렵더라고요.
본인만의 공략법을 좀 생각을 해놨을 텐데
공략법이요. 어, 멀리 쳐놓고 정확히 쳐야 될 것 같아요. 세컨샷을.
혹시 생각나요? 한 몇 번을 해서 내가 여기서 좀 잘하면 되겠다라는 생각이 나요?
몇 번을요? 아니,
내가 볼 땐 2홀에서 한번 승부가 날 것 같다. 본인만.
근데 그렇게 얘기하기에는 홀들이 다 특색이 되게 크고 비슷비슷한 홀들이 없어가지고 어려운 홀들이 많더라고요. 그래서 매 홀 좀 조심히 플레이해야 될 것 같아요.
자 이제 얼마 이제 내일부터 또 시합이 되고 이제 계속 이제 몇 주간 이제 시합 계속해요. 각오 한번.
일단은 지금 굉장히 좋은 포지션에 있기 때문에 마음도 홀가분하고 기분도 너무 좋아서 이대로 또 좋은 플레이 하면은 더 좋은 위치에 올라가지 않을까 싶어요. 그래서 최선을 다해서 플레이하도록 하겠습니다.
네, 됐습니다.
네, 감사합니다.
수고하셨어요. 또 한번 해봐야지. 내일 갔던 사람도 있더라.
응. 간 사람 많아요. 쉬는 주에.
쉬는 주에 거의 끝에 말고 중간에. 쉬는 주에 많이 갔겠다. 진짜.
응.
갑자기 취소되는 바람에 그지?
맞아.
뭐 했어 그때?
놀았죠.
아버지 좀 괜찮죠?
응. 아빠가 지금 관리하고 있어.
나도 관리해야 되는데.
그니까.
아버지 자녀들이야 또 싸우지 말고 좀. 아버지 보고 싶다. 야. 아버지 살 많이 빠졌지?
응. 여기가 없어.
난개 보고 싶어.
걔.
강아지.
걔 없어. 나도 보고 싶어. 떠났어.
진짜?
아니, 보냈어요. 더 잘 키울 수 있는 데는.
야이씨 너무했구나.
걔는 오래 살 거야.
하도 좋은데 많이 데리고 다녀가지고. 오늘 몇 시 라운드야?
안 나가요.
왜?
어제 쳤잖아요.
그래서?
체력을 아껴야 돼.
또 나간 애들은 뭐야?
어제 안 친 사람들.
체력 좋은 사람.
그렇지. 체력 좋고 프로님 오신 분들.
아시죠? 오케이. 자, 선수로서 15짜리 대회가 이제